Yo, what is up everybody? It is your boy Emrys here, back at it again with another video. Alright, as y'all can see, today's what if is going to be my first Tokyo Revenger what if. I said this in my previous what if Naofumi was or had Sinbad's powers, that this is going to be a movie, and this is or could end up being my only Tokyo Revengers what if on the entire channel ever, if this video doesn't do well. So if y'all like this, what if Takemichi was Baki's son? Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. Just really show your support for this specific video, because if y'all do like Tokyo Revengers, and honestly Tokyo Revengers is probably one of my favorite series, just because like it's obviously like it's realistic enough to the point that it doesn't have like real actually like overpowered things. So like this could be an easy series just to actually have street or like maybe max city level characters that I could just add in, or like, because it's never going to be an actually OP character. It's not going to be like you're going to get someone that can with a snap destroy the entirety of the world. It's never going to get to that extreme. But I could still do some fun things and add some fun twists with some characters that I could easily think of. So if y'all like this, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, check out the link in the description, join the Discord. If y'all did check out my what if Naofumi was Sinbad's had Sinbad's powers, you already know that I am working on actually getting some of my videos better edited and actually like changing backgrounds and all of that. I think my new editor for that, I'm gonna actually about to give him his own role on my Discord. So if y'all want to go like see who's actually editing my videos, y'all can go check on the Discord right there. But yeah, so with all of that said, with all of that done, I really just hope that y'all do like my content. Obviously, check out the YouTube membership if y'all want to check out some of the videos specifically for my YouTube members. If you want it, like at the moment, there is one video out there right now that's not going to become public for y'all guys for at least another while. But if y'all have any what if ideas that y'all would like me to do, please put them down in the comment section below. Because if I like them, I might use them, because I got this specific video idea from a comment. And I did wait damn near a month to do it, but I still got to it because I didn't know exactly how it was going to do on my channel. And I'm not posting a video that I know is not going to do well. Like, there's no point in that. So yeah, really, it's just obviously just my choice on how I make out my content. But with all of that said and done, let's get into the video.
I gotta get me a bag, steady type of cash on my bro on that same shit. No, I don't fuck with no lame bitch. Can't even fuck on the same shit. I heard your shit in the swag. That shit is so sad, put in work at that basement. I charge you double that payment.
So you see, the good thing about this specific what if is the fact that in the world of Tokyo Revengers, there's not really too big of a difference between that world and the actual Baki world. Besides like the obvious aspects of time travel and what Takemichi does like with that time traveling, that's the real only big difference that we know doesn't happen in the Baki world. But besides that, they could honestly be in the same world and we wouldn't even know it. Cause like, yeah, they're still obviously almost all the characters, they're still delinquents. They're all acting like just normal humans. There's no special abilities like in the Tokyo Revenger world, and the same thing as the actual Baki world, debatably. But like, yeah, so all I'm gonna do to actually make this make any kind of sense and actually have Baki inside of the Tokyo Revengers world is just merge their worlds together. That's literally all I'm going to do. I'm just gonna merge the Baki and Tokyo Revengers world together and say that they've always been the same world to actually make this what if work. So yeah, in this world, Baki would have, like, obviously this is Baki completely aged up a good little bit at this point. At this point, we're just gonna say by the time Takemichi was born, Baki would have been around in his late 20s. He'd already had beaten Yujiro at this point, and he'd already completely had gained the title of the strongest. He had mastered every martial arts that he had ever put his mind to, and at this point, he had quite literally hit his peak. and he wasn't going down anytime soon. He is a Hanma, so there's literally no, once he hits his peak, he's really just gonna stay there for as long as he feels like he wants to stay there. But yeah, so Baki would be in his late 20s. At this point, he has like, he's still like the girl, I can never remember her name, from the actual Baki TV show, from the actual Baki show, that Baki actually really liked. That's gonna be Takemichi's mother. And so, yeah, Takemichi would be born. He would look way more like Baki. Like, he would look like Baki. He would look like a Hanma, period. So he would be born. He would live the exact same, obviously not the exact same life, but like, he would go to the same schools that he went to. He would have the same friends, because I'm not really feeling like changing his friends and changing the entire story, because that's just too much work on my part, and I don't feel like dealing with that. So he would have the same friends. He would be in the same friend group, but obviously now he's the one in charge. Because like, yeah, we could have like Akun being the person in charge. We could still have it be like that same way, and just have his friends like still be like, not like him, just be like not the one in charge, but like still one that makes decisions. Because obviously he's Baki's son. Baki, from the moment Takemichi would have been able to actually walk, and obviously Baki's not his father, so he's not going to just automatically just push him to the biggest extremes. But don't get me wrong, and don't get it twisted, he's still a Hanma, so Baki's gonna push this kid to the max, but just not to the point that this kid might just die. So Takemichi, from the moment that he could walk, would start learning to fight. And I mean, obviously, Hanma, he's an amazing fighter. His endurance, his stamina, his speed, all well above normal human levels. And Takemichi loves to fight. He spars with Baki countless times, and Baki still like has some of Yujiro's aspects. He gained them as the years went along. So Baki's like not there every single part of Takemichi's life, but he's still way better than Yujiro. So he actually shows up for Takemichi. Like, if Takemichi wants to talk to him, they can get on the phone call together. But it's not like Baki's like actively in Takemichi's life. He makes sure that Takemichi at least knows him, and they actually know each other. They're like friends, because Baki is still gained, as I said, Yujiro's not personality, but kind of spirit. He likes to attack all the things that he can find that is strong. So he really just travels the world, just goes do really whatever he wants. He does what he wants and whenever he wants. And his goal is kind of literally like Yujiro's, to have Takemichi one day be able to beat him in a fight. But it's not to the point that he's going to kill Takemichi's mother just to get him angry enough to truly want to do that. Because like, Baki's not Yujiro, obviously. But yeah, so there, like Takemichi, we would eventually get to the point, like we do a full time jump all the way to the point of where the first episode in Tokyo Revengers would begin. At this point, we're really getting to the entire story of exactly all the things that would happen to Takemichi in the regular world before any of the time travel shenanigans would have happened. At this point, Takemichi's in his late 20s, and so Baki's in his around 40s. He's still in his prime, obviously, but at this point, Takemichi has gone up against Baki countless times. They've trained together, they've fought against each other, and Takemichi's gotten at least one win. So Takemichi is that good of a fighter. He's beaten Baki a few times over the years, because they still train against each other. They're father and son, so they actually have a good working relationship. And Takemichi's won countless tournaments, fights, actual underground fights, no holds barred, like Baki did in his younger days. And Takemichi's has almost the exact same personality as Baki did when he was around when he was Baki's age in the show. But so he obviously isn't like that same little, like that same just wimp that he was in the first episode, where he's letting people run all over him. He's working in like that little, like this little store. Nah, bro, this Takemichi is a completely different breed. He obviously, like as I said, he had the same friends, so he didn't live the exact same life. So like, it wasn't to the point like he was just completely getting beat on every single day, because he is a Hanma. I am going to keep saying. So, anytime someone would try to fight, he would fight and he would win, but he would never do anything too much to show out because he did not feel like dealing with that attention. It's just not really his style. Like, obviously he can do whatever he feels like because he is as strong, and like his speed, stamina, strength, like every one of his base like human abilities are up to another level, especially when his demon back activates. Because like obviously, bruh, this man is insane. But like, yeah, so obviously he didn't live the same life, but he never actually still stayed with the actual like doing anything of the gang things, because like he didn't see a point of it. He didn't really see a point of it, but like there was obviously still Hinata, where he actually did grow quite close to her. They dated back in middle school, obviously, and they stayed together for a good long while. But obviously things, they eventually separated, and he would eventually like still be like sitting down on his couch in a completely different house, way better, way bigger, because he could really do whatever he feels like. He's just that strong. He has his own place. He has his own job. Well, not really even a job. He has a good, saved up a good amount of money from all the tournaments that he won. So he's not like low on money. He has a good amount of money. But like one day he's just like sitting down on the couch, and he just figures out that the one woman, though, almost literally the one woman that he's only ever truly loved, truly cared about, because like obviously he's not like a virgin. He's not like the same kid that he was, where Hina was the only girl that he had ever dated. But she was still the most important person that had ever been in his life, because like they didn't just date for like middle school. They dated from middle school, high school, and eventually broke up when they separated for college. But that's really the only reason that they broke up, because like long distance relationships don't obviously always work. So that's the reason that they separated. But they were together for so long that obviously they were extremely close. They were extremely close with each other, and he still obviously loved her. So him figuring out that she had died really threw him back, and figuring out that she died like from gang activity, and he's just really just confused on exactly why she was even there at that time, because it doesn't really make any sense. Like, she is extremely confused on exactly what is going on. But like he would just really, as he would still be going over to the train station, because like as we know, Han was really just don't, they choose whatever means of transportation they feel like. Baki can get a car, maybe not, but like he really, they just go to whatever way that they choose to go by. And so he would just be going around on that train, and the same thing would end up happening, where this time someone would try, and I say this very, very slightly, someone would try to push him to fall down the train. His actual just agility alone, that would not happen. I'm telling you right now. He would turn around, just look around, see exactly who tried to push him, and he wouldn't see anyone, because the person, like, it's a very crowded train stop, so he couldn't really tell exactly who did it. But he would just be like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, who tried to push me out? Like, what the fuck is going on? And he's really just confused on like, why is someone trying to kill him? He hasn't done shit. Like, he understands who he is, so like he knows there's always a target on his back, but like he's just like, what have I done recently that warrants me being killed? As he would just like really be confused thinking about it. But like after a little while, he would just keep it more of an edge up, and he would eventually see Hina's brother. just like randomly, because like he would just be walking around and like randomly just see his brother. She obviously like they wouldn't really recognize each other off the start, but they spent so much more time together that it would seeing each other for the first time in so long really would be a crazy sight. So like they would walk up to each other and they would like just do a good handshake, but that's when it would happen. That's when it would activate. After, as soon as that handshake happened, automatically he would be sent right back, because looking at her brother made him think of her. So he would his eyes would just open and he would just realize he's in the train, but he doesn't know how he got there. He would see that he's like just like riding in the train, and he just like so confused as he would see all of his old friends from back in middle school, like just back in some of the days that he was really the happiest, because like this was before he was really trying to do all the fighting. Like he obviously loves fighting, but this is before the days like when he was like really at his happiest, before like life truly hit. And like this, he was still obviously like doing actual tournament fights, because like Baki was doing this in middle school, and he was going against full entire gangs. Like the Tokyo Manja gang knew of his existence. They didn't want to mess with him. They did not want anything to do with him. So the fact that that's the real reason that they were trying to get him, because like they knew of his existence. They didn't really feel like messing with him. They didn't know exactly who he was, but like they knew that there was a kid that had like this specific kind of look that they just did not want to deal with. As soon as like obviously, since no one really knew what he looked like, because it's not like he like hides who he is. He just it doesn't ever say his name. He like usually has like a hood on her anyways when he's fighting, because he just usually wears a hood. I'm just gonna say that, why not? But like yeah, so him and his friends are just really chilling, and he's just like surprised to see them. He's like seeing them in their young forms, and he's just like, what the hell is going on? And, like he's just seeing like Aku and like all of his old friends just right there with him. And like obviously he would get off the train and he would just start walking around, and he would just see them, and they would really just start talking, really just go on and on about anything that they can about. And they're really just like truly just having some fun, laughing with each other, doing whatever they feel like. But yeah, so this is going to be the end of the video. I know it was a little shorter than y'all were expecting, and this was supposed to originally be a movie, as I said in the beginning of the video, but I'm getting extremely like busy within my personal life, and I have some actual big events coming up around next month, and I need to start getting prepared for that now. I'll still keep posting next month, even while I'm doing everything that I'm doing next month, but because I'm just gonna probably just like pre-record a shit ton of videos, and so y'all could actually have content. I might actually have, which is why this is going to be so much shorter, because I'm going to have to record at least 20 to 35 videos in the next 3 weeks, which is a lot. So I'm just going to start pre-recording these videos now. So I'm sorry if y'all really want this to be longer, but if y'all do show some love to this video, I promise y'all the next video is going to be the full last part movie, and I will hit y'all back up with some more Tokyo Revengers what ifs as soon as possible. I'm probably gonna even maybe start doing some Dragon Ball what ifs maybe later on, and maybe even some fairy tale what ifs, some whatever that y'all or I want to come up with. But thank y'all for enjoying this video, and peace.